WWE 2K23's patch 1.18 is here, and it's not good, ladies and gentlemen. We have some minor fixes, some hidden stuff to showcase and talk about what's wrong with this patch. So patch 1.18 has done basically just some minor bug fixes, if that. What I've actually noticed on the PC anyways is that my game is actually running a lot slower. Loading is slower, community creations is slower, but that's at least my end on the PC. Comment below what experiences are you having after the latest patch. When it comes to downloads, hidden stuff, all of that, What's the Status has been hard at work for the last day or two, looking at all of the My Faction models to see what we could get in the game, and we have some bad news for you. There were a lot of really cool My Faction models that are coming out this Friday, and out of all of them, 2 are made available. What's the Status was able to put out Kurt Angle and Charlotte Flair as the hidden My Faction models made available to the community. But there's a lot more in there, and they are all blocked by 2K. And this is so frustrating for players. We have the Randy Orton 2003 model that's in the patch, and this one's been blocked. You got Booker T 2001, which is an awesome looking model with the shorter Booker T hair. This is when he's going up against Stone Cold in the supermarket. It's so awesome. It's right around the invasion angle, and we can't get this one either. Stunning Steve Austin is in the game too, and he's locked to My Faction. For some reason, he's got Legato-trons, but okay. And then my personal favorite, Triple H 2002, where he's clean shaven, he's got the different hair, and he's got the wrapped up quad too. I even reached out to Status directly, and he said unfortunately he can't even copy over the textures to be able to just put them onto the existing models in the game. So all of these are going to be out this Friday as part of a My Faction update, so we can grind through that and play within My Faction. And the 2K community, at least online, is, I guess, a small portion of the overall audience that plays the game. Twitter or X is obviously like a little echo chamber of things, and I understand it doesn't fully represent everybody that plays the game, but players, at least with the online community, are really frustrated, especially with this latest patch. Players like myself and others have vocalized very clearly online to the developers, to 2K, that we don't understand why these models are locked to My Faction only. The game would be in such a better state and healthier for players if they could pay for these. They were added for free, just unlocked into the base game. Even to quote Smack Talks Online, shout out to Smack Talks, one of the greatest ever. But he says, I don't understand the reason behind locking these updates to My Faction. Surely it would be beneficial to add them for all modes and give players a reason to return to the game each month. And I'm 100% with them too. It doesn't make any sense to lock all of this. These are wonderful add-ons models, and I guess 2K's response to me would be, yes, so go play them in My Faction. Grind it out there. Play them in our other mode. But wrestling fans and players don't want to do this. And I think that there's a portion of the audience would actually just pay real dollars to just get their pick of whatever models they would want in the game. If these models were made available in 2K23 as of like tomorrow, I would put down a few dollars to be able to get that version of Triple H. I may not turn around and buy Charlotte Flair. I may not get Stunning Steve Austin, but at least I have the choice to make if I want to be able to either like grind it out in My Faction or just pay real dollars to get them in the game, and it's more revenue for 2K. So I still continue to say and echo that this is a bad decision by 2K. I don't see it changing. I think we get this in 2K24. Hopefully the mode is better overall. Now, for the other unlocks that we did get in the game, Status was awesome and was able to get us Kurt Angle and Charlotte Flair like I mentioned. To locate these models, use the hashtag KAHiddenAlt to locate Kurt Angle. This is going to be his No Mercy 2000 look. I absolutely love this version of Kurt. Put the WWF title on him and it's perfect. It goes back to Attitude Era for me. It's ready to go. It has a custom portrait. All the commentary, everything is Kurt Angle, and it's set as an alt already for the in-game version of Kurt. The other one that is available now too is going to be 2020 version of Charlotte Flair. You can use the hashtag FlairHiddenAlt to locate it, and it's her WrestleMania 36 and 35 attires. The jacket is glitched because when she tries to do her entrance and take the coat off, it doesn't come off in this, which is a bummer. It's set as an alt for the in-game version of Charlotte, which obviously gives you commentary and everything, and you're going to be able to get the HD render too. The only real changes to Charlotte here seems to be just makeup and maybe a little bit difference with the hair and obviously the attire itself. So it's not like it's going to be a whole new model necessarily. It's just some minor tweaks to it. The other fix that has come up in the latest patch is going to do with entrances and specifically with the Bloodline. This has gone back and forth every single month, but with the Bloodline, you now have the Bloodline Trios entrance back into the game. Head over to roster and edit teams, and with your trios you set up of the Bloodline, go into the trios entrance settings and you'll see under template the Bloodline is listed. When you do this originally and you select it, it's going to still pop up the Usos, Trons, and everything else, but the motion is back in for the Bloodline for you to use. This also will include Paul Heyman when you run the full entrance in a match. And for me, I just went in and just changed all of the Trons and everything to Roman Reigns, so now the Bloodline entrance works again. One thing that doesn't work again is gonna be this dummy. The Hulk Hogan mustache is broken again, ladies and gentlemen. Every single patch comes and goes. That's what she said. It's just ridiculous.
Is embarrassing.
I've gone through a lot of the modes and just to see anything else that has come up. There are no additional entrances, music. There are no new Titantrons added in, Evolution, DX music, those types of things are not included. The referee selection in universe mode is still glitched. They still haven't fixed this. Double title matches in universe mode obviously still do not work. And now I'm noticing that stability is a big problem after this patch. There could be a hot fix that does come out. We have seen that with every recent patch where they are going to just launch a quick hot fix. And usually that's to fix NWO Hulk Hogan. I'm sad for players that want to be able to get their hands on these My Faction models. I think it's a poor move by 2K. And to block all the models minus Kurt Angle and Charlotte Flair, I just feel like they're trolling us at this point. Comment below your thoughts on the latest update, subscribe, hit that like button, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.